Hi everyone, welcome back to the Data Couple. Hope you are doing really well. So we are continuing with our PySpark coding series. In case you have missed the first video of the playlist, I highly recommend you to check that out so that you get a perspective on the platform that we are using and the main objective or the aim of this playlist. So this is going to be the second video where we solve a really practical problem that was recently asked in Amazon interview. So without further ado, let's jump into the problem. All right, so here is our second problem. So this problem is named as number of shipments per month, and it was recently asked in Amazon. You can see this is problem is last updated on May 2025, so it is pretty recent one, and it is listed as an easy problem. So the problem statement is write a query that will calculate the number of shipments per month. The unique key for one shipment is a combination of shipment ID and sub ID. Output the year month in the format YYYYMM and the number of shipments in that month. So basically we are given a data frame Amazon shipment. So we can have a preview of the table. So here we can see that the shipment ID, sub ID, weight and shipment date are the four columns that are present in this data frame. And each unique shipment is basically determined with the combination of shipment ID and sub ID. Okay, so our task is to basically calculate how many unique shipments happened every month, and we need to take the format of the month or year month format. We need to output give the output as this given format, which is YYYYMM. So what we are going to do, so first thing is we are going to import the functions, required function. So the required function is from PySpark.sql import functions as f. So this is our first step. Now we need to extract the year month. So we already have Amazon shipment, which is given to us as a data frame. So what we are going to do is we will use with column. The column name has to be year underscore month, and the function that we are going to use is date underscore format. Right, now inside this we need to provide the column on which we are applying this function and the format. The format is this mm. Okay, this is the format. So we have basically created a new column year month in YYYYMM format, which later on we'll use for grouping. Now to identify uniquely or the unique numbers of shipments, we need to drop the duplicate shipments, right? So that's going to be our second step. So drop the duplicates. So Amazon, let's say this is Amazon shipment only, equals to this. Now what we are going to do, we are basically will use the drop duplicate function, drop duplicates, and since it is a combination or it's a combination of two columns, so we need to mention both the columns, shipment ID and sub ID. So we need to drop duplicates on this. So this will ensure that we are only counting the unique shipments. Let's say we call it unique shipment equals to this. Okay, now the next step is to do a grouping and then count the total numbers, right? So the final step is to do, let's say we are going for monthly counts and we are doing the operation on this data frame. So here we will first go for a group by. Group by on what columns? Group by will be done on year month column because we are trying to find out per month level. And now after grouping, we need to apply an aggregation, which basically count function. We need to count all, and we also need to give an alias to it. And we can, let's say, what is the expected output. So the expected output has to be year, month, and count. So the column name has to be count. So this is important, what type of column name they are expecting us, so that column name only we will use. So that's it. I think this is done. So now, since the platform asks us to convert our final solution to pandas, we need to paste it over here, and then we can run our code to check whether the output is similar to what we are expecting. I think this is similar, but let's submit and check whether our solution is correct or not. And since it is said solved, it means that our solution is correct. So that's it, we have solved this problem. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider liking the video, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. And thanks for joining in today, and I'll see you in the next one.